I really, really need them right now. I have a crowd.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I have a patient number one,
Okay.
and he has really, really big, thick nails, and there's no way I can cut them.
Watch. Yeah, watch.
Oh, Jersey Mike's. I can't. I'm sorry, Dr. Kravitz.
Can you just cut, please?
Okay, but you only trained me to cut the left foot.
Okay, so cut the left foot. I'll eat half my sandwich and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Dr. Leo Kravitz, Healthy Feet to Hydrate. Patient's laughing at me because it looks like I'm about ready to do a performance on stage. Ready? I'm gonna start dancing. Here we go. One. No, we can't do that because we can't play any music. We have a special treat though. Paulina, who's right there. She's right in front of you. And she's gonna cut some nails for us. Paulina is one of my medical assistants. I won't say my favorite, but she could be. And she's about to cut a patient's nails. The reason we do this is we have our medical assistants do the nail cutting, and then we usually touch up what they may have missed. It just helps us move along, and then we're able to give a more thorough treatment to the toenails. So let me switch it around so you can see Paulina. Say hi, Paulina.
Hey guys, Paulina.
Hey, there she is. Okay, there we go.
The glove snapping like Dr. Kravitz.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I gotta get the glove snapping stuff.
Okay,
so,
guys.
So Paulina, we
go for it.
Yep, there we go. And the patient said, "Go ahead, go for it." So we can see. I was telling the patient, he was nice enough to let me film his feet. How important it is to show other people that have feet like this that they can actually get the nails cut on a regular basis, and they don't have to wait or try to do it themselves and mess it up and give themselves an infection. I just want to show you what his feet look like, and you can see this patient comes in on a regular basis to get the nails cut. So you can see this is what it looks like at after 9 weeks. Yeah, it was every 9 weeks. We do 9 weeks because with the insurance companies, they pay every 9 weeks. There's a certain code that we use for the insurance companies, and every 9 weeks they'll pay for it. You know what? I'm not as good at filming this as everybody else. You guys usually get really close like this, right?
Yeah, we do it from the top.
Yep. So, but it's amazing what it looks like from this angle. I almost want to go from the other angle. Just take your time, don't be nervous.
Yeah, it's okay.
We'll make Paulina shake.
I do feel a little nervous, not
Just
gonna lie.
Here.
Paulina's cool. She's a cool gal.
You're a cool gal. No, you're okay. All right, YouTubers, don't be too harsh out there.
Don't give her a hard time.
Yep, because John's nails are not so much long as they are thick. So a lot of this will actually we'll file it down.
Yeah, so it is a lot of it filing.
Yeah.
So I've seen John for how many years?
Oh goodness, probably 10.
Okay.
Wow.
We were allowed to say John. It's John. So if you know who John is, if you recognize his feet and it matches the name John, then you know who this patient is. So he's not completely anonymous. So if someone comes up to you on the street and says, "You know what? I saw your toenails.
I saw your feet. You got ugly feet."
Then you're gonna be really surprised. Yeah. So, but he's been coming to me for years to get this done. It's actually very difficult to do yourself.
Yeah, it is.
So for him, it's
a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, John.
For John, this is a good thing because I wouldn't want him trying to do it himself. And even when I do it, I know his feet just from doing it for so many years. They're tough. The toenails get really thick. They're almost like a rock, and you have to find where you can stick the nipper. And I'm sure Paulina's probably experiencing the same issues that I've experienced in the past. You have to find a place where do you put the nipper to get underneath that nail. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it. You just keep going. I'm just
right.
gonna go around. See if I can get some good views here.
I'll let you do that one. We'll switch.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Let me get over here.
All right, ready?
Yep.
He does one foot, I do the other.
Oh, you want me to do the other?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Okay, so you can see.
Sure.
And show them the difference of the feet here.
Kind of clip there. These need to be clipped.
So we're gonna switch off here. All right, let's see what we got. I get my glasses on so we can see every little detail of this. John also has venous stasis. That's when you don't get enough circulation right here to the legs.
Right.
Venous stasis dermatitis, they'll get red. Dermatitis means it's inflammation of the skin. It gets really red. But venous stasis, when the blood doesn't get back up to the heart fast enough, the iron in the blood leaves brown deposits. That's what this is.
Yep.
This is the brown deposits from the iron. It's forever. You'll always have that. That's why you see, it's usually a lot of older people or people that have chronic vein problems, brown legs. It's not that they're tan and they've got that golden Florida tan. It's that they have iron deposits in their skin. So,
both legs.
Yep, both legs you get it. So the best thing for that, how do you treat it? You wear compression socks during the day. But I don't know, are you wearing compression socks?
Do I what?
Do you wear compression socks?
I do.
Okay. So compression socks are the best thing for it. And I'm looking at his legs. Your legs are not that swollen. Right one's worse than the left.
Oh yeah.
But is that always? Okay.
Well,
So-
these are the results of beginning duck 52 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting, what was it?
Yeah,
So what happened 52 years ago?
I got hit by a mortar.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, thank you for your service.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
Many years ago. So we do get a lot of veterans too. Oops, sorry about that. I know you're feeling that a little bit there. See how it's coming in there, and I see there's some skin coming up too. You okay there, John?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use the Dremel on this. So this one's real tough. Look
Yeah.
at this nail here. To get under there, I can't get it. I'm gonna have to just grind it down. So a lot of these, because he's coming in every 9 weeks, it's great. They grow up rather than out. So there's not much to grab onto. And I think Paulina was noticing that too. And she's probably saying, I'm not really cutting much, just like me. I'm not getting a lot of nail with the cutting. I'm getting some, but I'm going to get most of it with the grinding. And the grinding, we just have to kind of slowly do it, grind it down. But you notice it's way more comfortable, right, John? After
Oh,
it's-
yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you just grinding it down, it's tedious work, but it actually makes a huge difference. Because when you wear a shoe and your nail is super thick like this, what happens is it hits the end of the shoe and then it actually hurts. It's uncomfortable to wear a closed-in shoe unless you're wearing something with mesh. It doesn't put pressure on it. So, okay, our Dremels, we just use a dry Dremel. We don't use the water Dremel like some of the other podiatrists on YouTube, like Tobro uses something with water in it. It's kind of a mess. I've never tried it. Maybe one day we'll try one of those. But we've had good luck with these, and they're in this country. We have a lot of people from other countries that watch this. In this country, we're not really. This is not really a pedicure. This is more. We call it a nail debridement, and that's why insurance covers it. And what we're really doing is just trying to thin the nails out. We're not going for the absolute perfect pedicure look, although we would like it to look good. Okay, because we know John on the weekend is doing his foot modeling job. John's a foot model for some of the local department stores here. He walks around and takes his shoes off and walks barefoot around the department stores. Can't do it anymore though because everything's closed. No, we just made that up. But we try to make them look as best as we can, especially here in Florida because of the fact that we wear sandals all the time. People are wearing sandals year-round here. So it becomes a cosmetic issue in this state too for people. You don't want to walk around with thicker nails like this. And the thickness is it can be from trauma, it can be from circulation, and it can be from fungus. And in John's case, it's all three. He's got fungus in his toenails. He's probably had a ton of trauma to the toenails from wearing boots back in the day. I would imagine they were thick like this when you were in the military. Okay. What year did you get out? What year did you get out of the military?
91.
91, okay. So, and how many years were you in?
30.
30 years, holy crap, okay. So from 1960, that's awesome. But wearing boots can cause trauma to this because you're shoving your foot in a boot, it's hard. Are they like steel-toed boots? Or no?
Not really.
These combat boots?
And they change
Okay.
usually every couple of years. Somebody comes up with a better idea.
Uh-huh.
But
So they're uncomfortable, right?
I was in infantry, so the boot was, 100% important.
Okay. Were they uncomfortable, the boots?
No.
Oh, they were comfortable.
Actually,
Okay, yeah.
actually, in Vietnam, you wore boots that basically allowed the rain to come through,
Oh, wow.
right through the boots.
Okay.
And during that season, it helped a lot. But then you would change over to the regular leather boots.
So your feet would be all wet.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay. So when your feet are wet like that too, that can cause fungus to form too.
Yeah.
And then trauma to the foot, like I said. And then when you get decreased circulation, the nail can get thicker too, or it gets dystrophic, which means it gets like flaky. And so he's got all those issues going on. So, but I'll tell you, one by one, these nails are looking better.
Always do.
Yep. And they'll be feeling better. This one here, I'm not going to do the top very much because it's more the end of it that I'm going to get here. He just has very thick nails, very thick, big toenails. Look at that, see underneath, you can see how it's kind of lifted up. That's fungus underneath the nail too. But we're just going to make this so it's reasonable. That's not painful, is it, for you?
No.
I'm going to get some skin here on the end. We'll get that out of the way. Okay. Okay, this one, you can see this big toenail. This one I'm doing from the top a little bit. This one's a little thicker. So more trauma to this, more fungus in this. And I'm going to thin this down a little bit. The biggest toenails are usually the most difficult. They take the most trauma because when you walk, you push off. It's a push off with your big toe. I'm trying to enunciate. I can never understand myself even in this mouth. But you push off with your big toe. Oh, you got a little abrasion there. And when you push off with the big toe, it gets more trauma to it. Now you tell me if this gets too hot, okay, John?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. So when I'm doing these, you just kind of have to be patient with them because it's tedious. It's just going back and forth with this. If I leave it in one spot, and I would imagine that's what's better about having a water Dremel or using a water Dremel, it gets hot. And it'll burn that skin underneath it. And we don't want to do that either. All right, we're almost done here. And I just look for this to get a reasonable thickness, which it almost is here. You can see that little abrasion right there. That can happen too, either from cutting the nail or from this. That's from when I was cutting the nail. Some of the skin was coming up with the nail. And I pulled a little bit of that skin. So I'm going to put some Lumicaine on there so it doesn't bleed. It's called Lumicaine. And then I'm going to put a little bit of antibiotic ointment on there, just to be sure. Because with decreased circulation, even a little abrasion like that, you could get an infection. It would be unlikely, but you could. Because it's harder to fight off infections. And this whole foot seems to be worse than the other foot. And a little while ago, we were talking about his swelling. This one also has the most swelling and a bigger circulation issue too. So that's another problem. I'm sure you guys are seeing this a lot better too than when I was filming Paulina. I think I was doing a terrible job filming. I'm looking at Paulina, she's nice and close. I was not this close. Are you able to see it really well up there, Paulina? Yeah. So John, if you watch this on a big screen, do you ever watch YouTube on your TV at home?
Watch what?
Have you ever watched YouTube on your TV? On your television?
Yeah.
So when you watch this on a TV, it's amazing to see what your feet look like up close.
Yeah, that would be secure.
So in the next 9 weeks, if you get really bored, you can watch your nails getting cut. For fun. That could be the highlight. Or you can invite all your friends and family over and you could have a party.
I'm sure.
And it's, special movie, special appearance.
Everybody has to wear a mask.
Yep, exactly. Everyone in a mask. And you could show them the video of your toenails getting cut.
Yeah.
So my family personally can't stand watching any of these YouTube videos, especially up close. They're kind of grossed out by it. But my oldest daughter is leaving for college, and I'm trying to convince her to go into podiatry. She's starting out pre-med. So she's going to go to Tulane, and she's going to be pre-med. And
Tulane.
Yep. So I'm hoping she considers podiatry at least.
Yep.
I tried to get Paulina. Maybe Paulina one day. You be partners with my daughter in podiatry practice. But either way, what Paulina might be doing some other interesting stuff too in the medical profession, which is great.
Absolutely.
I don't know if she wants to say what she's thinking about doing, but anyway. Okay, there you go. So Paulina's thinking about being a CRNA. And then if we ever increase our surgery suite volume at our other office, maybe we'll need Paulina to do that stuff. That'd be great.
There you go.
We need to find a way to keep Paulina around. So anyway. All right, we're on the last one. The little toenails are so tiny, but these can be so painful and such an issue when they hook up on your socks. I don't know if you ever catch this on your sock.
I don't have any problem doing that.
Okay, I do with mine because I'm just a little toenail. I don't have fungus in it, but the little toenails are always an issue because they're so small. Okay, there we go. That's nice and smooth. And let's smooth this stuff down. Okay, now what we're gonna do, let's just check this stuff. Put a little bit more here. So now let's clean this up.
Wow.
Looking better.
So nice.
Yeah, a lot better. Let's get some alcohol.
Thanks.
We would love perfection, but we're gonna see. Let's see. What do we have here? I'm gonna put these between the toes here. See, this is called shining it up for the
Shining
it up for the
absolutely.
TV.
Absolutely.
But this is so the people that are watching this, they can see it's a
Get
huge
view
difference.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a better view. You can see the difference. And even though the nails didn't grow out and grow long, they grew up, and that's an issue. Now they're grinded down, and really, I can tell you by feel because I've been doing this for a while. They look like they're a little bit thick, but that's all adaptation of the tissue underneath it. It's thick. The tissue underneath it is thick, but that's about as thin as you can get these. Okay, I don't think you get it much thinner without it bleeding. This looks really good. I'm gonna put the Lumicate on this. The Lumicate, I'll tell you what that is. This is kind of an interesting thing. This actually stops bleeding. It's not as dramatic as the silver nitrate, but silver nitrate is more for a deeper wound that's bleeding. This is more for superficial stuff, and you can see you put this on there, it doesn't bleed. And then we put a little bit of, just rub a little bit of antibiotic on it or Betadine. I'm gonna use Betadine actually, instead of ointment. This dries quickly. And Betadine's pretty toxic. This will kill anything on contact. You can see there's really nothing there, but better safe than sorry, right? So we put this on there, and that's it. Now, one of the things we do, just for the heck of it, this is powder.
Right.
It's magic powder. It makes your toenails grow about 1/2 inch in 9 weeks. Watch this. As I spray it, you can see the nails growing already. Growing already. Now he's gonna have to come back in 9 weeks. All right, that was really fun. So, get your nails cut. If you have thick nails, you can do something about it. You can get them cut. You can come in every couple months if you live in the United States. Have them cut on a regular basis. Even if you don't live in the United States, it is dangerous when nails like this get really long because they dig into the tissue and you get infections. So get it taken care of, especially if you're diabetic or you don't have any feeling in your feet. I'm starting to